Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. This is Mr. Mrhurricaneboi from Hurricane Central, tracking the tropics. So as you can see, we got Tropical Depression Nicholas just on the Texan coast. We got 2 red areas of interest and 1 yellow area of interest. And without further ado, let's get into it. So as you can see, this is Tropical Depression Nicholas. Let's just go take a look at that first. For the 8 o'clock advisory, 7 CDT, it says, Nicholas weakened to a tropical depression. Life-threatening flash floods expected across portions of the deep south during the next couple of days. And here's Nicholas's cone. As you can see, it's kind of strange because of how it looks weird because of just how slowly it's moving. And that cone's definitely going to shift at the 10 o'clock because I feel like that distance is not big enough. I think it moved faster than they were expecting it to. So those 3 final dots are going to move a little north. There's really nothing to really look at anymore. Yeah, tropical storm first winds in a tropical depression. Isn't that just so, unique? Public Advisory 11A. Nicholas weakens to a tropical depression. Okay, we've already seen that. It is 25 miles or 40 kilometers west of Port Arthur, Texas, and 60 miles or 95 kilometers east-northeast of Houston. It's moving 70 degrees at 6 miles per hour or 9 kilometers per hour with a minimum central pressure of 1,003 millibars or 29.62 inches of mercury. But honestly, to me, I'm no expert, but that seems a little high considering it took Nicholas getting 65 miles per hour to even reach it as only 1,000. And it's barely gone up. This is super weird. Because this was at 10:18 when it formed with 35 mile per hour winds. So this is very different. It says that at 7 p.m. CDT, the center of Tropical Depression Nicholas was located by Doppler radars, satellites, and surface observations in latitude 29.9 north and longitude 94.4 west. An eastward turn is expected over Louisiana on Wednesday. Little motion is anticipated on Thursday. NOAA, Doppler, weather, radar, and surface observations indicate that maximum sustained winds have decreased to near 35 miles per hour, 30 knots, and 55 kilometers per hour, with higher gusts. Continued gradual weakening is expected during the next couple of days, and Nicholas is forecast to degenerate into a remnant low on Wednesday or by early Thursday. Here's basically the hazards. I don't need to read all of this, so if you want, you can just pause the video and read what is on your screen. There. Key messages. Heavy rainfall will impact areas across southern and central Louisiana, southern Mississippi, far southern Alabama, and the western Florida Panhandle. Whoa. Through early Friday. Significant rainfall amounts are expected, potentially resulting in areas of life-threatening flash and urban flooding across those areas. Widespread minor to isolated moderate river flooding is also possible. Storm surge inundation along the coasts of upper Texas and southwestern Louisiana will gradually diminish into tonight. Tropical storm conditions in the warning area along portions of the upper Texas and southwestern Louisiana coast will gradually subside by this evening. So now, I have a tough decision to make. Okay, I'll do it. I'm not going to read this. You can pause, because I just do not want to be rude and, mispronounce half of these. You know what? I'll try, but as soon as I feel like I'm going to butcher it too much, I'm going to stop. Lluvia fuerte impactará sectores de la costa sur y central de Luisiana, el sur de Mississippi, hacia buen lejos al sur de Alabama y el oeste del Panhandle de la Florida hasta el viernes. Se esperan cantidades significativas de lluvia, potencialmente resultando en áreas de inundaciones repentinas y urbanas amenazantes y vidas a través de esas áreas. También son posibles inundaciones de menores a alazadas de ríos, inundaciones por marejada ciclónica a lo largo de la costa superior de Texas y el suroeste de Luisiana disminuirá gradualmente esta noche. Las condiciones de tormenta tropical a lo largo de la costa superior de Texas y del suroeste de Luisiana disminuirá para esta noche. Okay, that was probably awful, but you know what? I just realized I made this weird tone. Now I'm nervous. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I did. So our first area of interest is this one right here. And this one reads, showers and thunderstorms associated with low pressure area located a few hundred miles south of the Cabo Verde Islands are becoming better organized. Environmental conditions are expected to remain conducive for development, and a tropical depression is likely to form during the next couple of days, while the system moves generally westward at about 15 miles per hour across the eastern tropical Atlantic Ocean. Formation chance within 48 hours, high 80%. Formation chance within 5 days, high 90%. And now our second area over here, a trough of low pressure located a couple hundred miles north-northeast of the southeastern Bahamas is producing a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Environmental conditions are to be marginally conducive for gradual development during the next few days, and a tropical depression is likely to form while the system moves north-northwestward to northward across the western Atlantic. Formation chance within 48 hours, medium 50%. Formation chance through 5 days, high 70% chance. Now this one over here, a tropical wave is expected to emerge off the west coast of Africa towards the end of the week. Environmental conditions are forecast to be conducive for development thereafter, while it moves generally west-northwestward over the far eastern Atlantic. Formation chance within 48 hours, low near 0%. Formation chance within 5 days, low 20% chance. So that's really it. Considering I don't believe there's anything in the eastern or west or central Pacific. But before we go, I'm just gonna check some spaghetti models real quickly. If you don't know what the term is, it's basically these. It's kind of like noodles of possible paths. So it's the crackheads in the room can show just how weird their paths are. Like, yeah, let's have one do a full 180 and turn around. And you can, like, basically tell the path through, like, all of them, like, combined. But you can see, like, the possibilities. Like, this one that goes through Georgia, South Carolina, then turns and literally goes south of Bermuda. And they got ones that are literally just, like, going into Massachusetts. And one that's going into Canada. And then this one, this is Invest 96L. It shows that there's one that could hit Massachusetts, one that could hit like Long Island. Besides that, really none other that really hit any land. You know what? There might be. Oh yeah, there's one that hits like Newfoundland, or however it's pronounced over there. You're telling me they just connect directly on the island off of France, and one just like. Yeah, casually just goes through Ireland in the UK. Totally not weird. Oh, I just realized. That's not actually another path. It literally ends directly at, like, the line. And then here's Invest 95L. I'm really hoping that pink line is just, like, where it came from. You know, I think different colored lines is just where they came from. Yeah, cause yeah, that makes sense. The orange, but definitely not the like lavender one that basically just tells it to do a full 180. That's not a straight line. So yeah, most of these have 95L curving upwards. Really missing on land. Could potentially hit Bermuda, but we can't really tell this far away. So let's check out some of the tropical disturbances. So the blue is what happened. Wait a minute. Why is there one predicting this becomes another hurricane again? Like, this literally has it becoming a borderline hurricane. That's not normal. Where does this one expected to go? Literally over land. And, okay, so we know the crackhead model is SHF5. So for 95L, the one that's off of Africa, one says that could become a Category 1, and not a Category 1, a Category 3. Most of them keep it between, like, tropical storm, and a few bring it up to Category 1, but not that much. The same goes for 96L, except most of them are, like, Category, or tropical storm and tropical depression, and, like, one of them is Category 1. I'm not sure what those are. So those are the names. So in the Atlantic, we could be seeing Odette, Peter, and Rose. And there's really nothing in the EPAT because the next two names are Pamela and Rick. No, Pamela and Rick. In the Central Pacific, still waiting on Hone. But then followed by Iona. In the Northwestern Pacific, we're waiting on Diamu, followed by Minduel.